Hey there, Chad here. Thanks for joining me. Let's play some Ostranauts. In this episode, we're going to finish getting the reactor set up, at least as best we can. It turns out that I am missing another piece to the reactor that I don't think I ever even realized I needed. Well, I knew I needed it. I don't think I realized I didn't have it. I don't seem to have a cryo pump on me right now. And I thought that this was the cryo pump. So when I was going through, and this is the MHD generator, I sort of, I guess I assumed that it was the same thing. And so I, going around the room, I was like, oh, here's the cryo pump. Oh, here's the MHD generator. And so that's where we're sitting. I do not have all the pieces I'm going to need. Also, I did finally remember the other tank I need. That's the D2O tank. That's for the deuterium. And it is a necessary component. We need the helium tank, the cryo tank, and that one. The helium tank, we're going to want a couple of those. That's kind of your principal fuel, if I recall. Might have to check on that, though. I haven't done this in a while with a reactor. I've been enjoying myself just kind of doing this part of things. But I'm going to kind of move some of this stuff around now, get it out of the way, at least temporarily. And then what we will end up doing is, instead of going hunting for the pieces I need, I think I'm going to go and put the stuff I'm planning on going to the other ship. I'm going to go ahead and take it and get it to the other ship so that it's ready to go. From there, we can start building that out and then, go hunting for anything that's missing from the two of them combined. Maybe save a step somewhere. So there we go. That's going to go there. This had flooring in it. We're going to pick that up. Put it back where it was, right over here. And that'll work. And it is almost time for untime. And I'm going to go ahead and give both folks a break during untime. So I'm going to pause for a second, jump over to Emma, get her helmet off. She doesn't need it right now. And then we'll see where we go from there. She can put that flooring down. And I'll otherwise let her get comfortable. That'll go in her backpack too. Where did we put her clothes over in here, didn't we? So orange jumpsuit pants, yay. And we are still on the station, so, that's pretty acceptable, I guess. Yeah, I think that's everything for Emma. And then we're going to come back over here to Chad. He can take his helmet off. Actually, he could take his suit off too, I guess. Shouldn't be cutting any more holes in the floor, at least for now. I am trying to decide how these tanks are going to fit. It is possible that they're going to have to add a little bit of space more than I already did. It'll be tight. We'll see. There might be enough space to get everything that I'm going to eventually need in there. And that's cool. Just kind of spitballing where this is going to go. Well, let's go ahead and do this. I guess there's no reason not to. We can install the parts that are present and nothing wrong with that. So let's start with the reactor fuel regulator. Like I said, I'm just going to let Emma take a break for a bit. And that's getting installed. Next is the capacitor. And we're going to put the capacitor, actually there might not be room to put it where I want. Yeah, there it goes. It'll fit. We will move this tank out of the way for now just to have some working space. Just put it down here in this corner. Okay. Another one that can kind of get shoved in here somewhere. I think what I want to do with this one is this. That's looking good. Now we have pellet feeders. We're going to install those. Going to put one right here. Here's the second one. Go ahead and put it right there. We'll have them on the same side of the reactor. Okay, and then we have 3 more parts that I have with me right now. The laser arrays, there's 2 of those. We're going to put one right here. We will put another one. Oh, I don't know. We could put it here. Put it here. We'll put it next to its other one. Close anyway, not next to, but near. I'm going to put the Hydra over in this corner, I think. Kind of get it out of the way of here and just have some space to work. Let's see, the pump, that's right here, the core pump. That one is important. So we're going to grab that, put it here. And the only piece that will leave is the cryo pump, which is a strangely shaped one as well. It'll probably either go here. Maybe I can get it here. I can't quite remember its shape. We may have to swap these 2 around. I don't fully remember which direction it goes. But that is the majority of what we're going to do for the reactor. And I don't think we can turn it on, but it should be powered. Yeah, good. So we have power going to it. We are going to turn it off. We don't have fuel for it or anything like that just yet. And of course, we're missing a piece. You don't want to run it without that piece. So that would be bad news. But it does, like I said, whoops. Oh, he's going to go for a spin. Yeah, so it's untimed now. And of course, you know, what do you do when it's untimed? You take your helmet off or put your helmet on, because that's what we do here at K-Leg. Yeah, don't go too far there, pal. All right, so we're going to get him into his normal clothes. I'll let him run around for the next period of time as well. Little I can do about that, right? It's not a time slot you can schedule. So he's just going to do what he wants to do. My hope is he doesn't put his helmet on too much. Take it away from him. That might help. And then let's just walk him out here. Hopefully he doesn't pick this one up. Okay, there we go. And he's off doing his thing. So 16 times speed for 24 minutes, a little over a minute, and we'll be back in good shape. And he put a helmet on. Yep, the one that was sitting there on the floor, because that's what he does. All right. I hope eventually the crew at Blue Bottle is able to get that figured out. It is a nuisance kind of thing, but it isn't like, you know, game breaking, although it is frustrating when it keeps doing it. So we'll see. When I talked with Dan, he kind of explained why that happens, and it was extremely cool that they have it so it kind of thinks about what you did to improve your mood or improve some sort of stat, and when it wants to feel that charge again, it goes and does the same thing. That's kind of a neat way of, and oh my God. Yeah, okay, so you know what we're going to do? We're going to go to the We Buy Crap desk, and we're going to sell this stupid helmet, because there's nothing you can do if the helmet is sold. There it goes. All right, now he can't pick it up. I'm certainly not going to buy him one. I don't know anybody who would. Okay, well, we have the major pieces assembled here. We're letting them do their thing for a few minutes. Oh my God, where to get this one? Yeah, this is why we can't have nice things, folks. Okay, well, we're just going to do more of the same. And sell the helmet. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, moving on. He's going to go find another one, isn't he? So far he has not, so that's good. All right, let him blow off steam for another 10 minutes and then we will get going. We'll head out to the Millennium Conclusion and at the very least, drop off the things that we're going to be installing on it, put those on board. We don't need to necessarily install them right this moment, but at least they'll be over there and ready to go. And why are we pausing now? Something came up. Is he talking to someone? He is. Okay, well, it said he needed to talk to people in the last episode, I think. So let's go ahead and just do that. We'll exercise some sovereignty here. This is his buddy Kayla, and he's going to reminisce. And we'll just see if we can drive up a couple of his little stats, and we'll know from there. So, feels confident. I can't even tell if Kayla did anything. Kayla replied, and that's all it says. We'll ask how they are. Clobbered by a memory of a love now lost. Okay. Well, that is what it is. Back to Kayla, though. Let's tell her a dark joke. I guess we're done talking to Kayla. We would rather watch television now. But of course, Kayla wants to come and talk more. Order to join fight. Am I fighting with... I didn't know I was fighting with Kayla here. Okay. Complain about the authorities. I guess it's canceling the action of watching the television while we're trying to have a conversation. I'm not really sure what it's doing there. We'll mention a headline and walk away. Yeah, I don't love it when it starts acting like this. The social combat, as it is put, is my least favorite part of the game right now, and for these reasons. But I still enjoy the game, so I want to make that clear. So here we go. And back to the television. He's just got a few more minutes of this. I guess I could auto task him and maybe he'll just leave her alone. I don't know. Of course, I clicked that while it was in fast travel. Yeah, he just keeps wanting to come back there and talk more now. I don't know. We're almost back to a work schedule, I think. Although we've got him... I guess we're in the 0-100 hour. I thought we were in this one up here. Does he need to sleep right now? He's well rested, so we're going to put him back to... You know what? We'll go ahead and... No, we're going to put him to work. This is getting a little silly. Okay, he can go back to work now. And yeah, maybe under another situation in the near future, he won't be quite so weird about running around watching the television and that. That's just frustrating. Okay, well, I was talking about coming down and moving the Hydra, wasn't I? So let's go ahead and do that. We will get that uninstalled. And I guess I can pull... Oh, I've got them enjoying their free time, don't I? So here's what I've seen happen in the past. If I give Emma the ability to leave the ship, sometimes they never come back. And I lose track of where they are. I don't know exactly what happens there. So we have them on game mode, which is their playtime. Okay, we're just going to let them go. And they're just enjoying themselves. Okay, so coming back here, we're going to, if we haven't already, did we uninstall that? We did not uninstall it. Okay, and then we're going to reinstall it. We're just going to put it in the corner for now. That makes this space inaccessible, but I'm kind of okay with that for now. We'll just kind of do this. Need to slow down just a touch. It's moving way too fast. And install there. Oh. No, I messed that up. Meant to say install here. Okay, so I've messed this up badly. We're going to cancel that task. And then we're going to tell him on this. Yeah, I got ahead of myself there, guys. There we go. Now uninstall that. Install that. Uninstall that. Nope. Install that. Nope. Canceling that action. Coming over. Going to install the N2 can there. Now go do your job. Thank you. And then we will uninstall here. Uninstall here. Uninstall here. Here we go. Install conduit. Here and here. Auto task. There we go. This should be operational now. Powered. Good. Okay. Well, we're going to need more light around our reactor eventually. As you can see, it's not awesome. Let's pick this up for now and maybe drop it over here just to make things a little more visible. It's actually not where I want it to go. I want it to go there. Doesn't help too much, but it helps a little. And then I'm kind of trying to figure out what I want my battery plan to be. I think I'm going to put batteries maybe over here. We were talking about one of the big tanks down in this corner, one maybe over here. So there's probably going to be a little bit of moving around of stuff. And then another possibility is maybe moving these things over to here. I don't know. We could take, well, you can't take the wall out. You can take the conduit out of this part of the wall and put batteries. I've got, what, 3 here. I want to put in 5 or 6 total. So a little bit of thought is going to need to go into that on where the best place to put them would be. Maybe just down here. I don't know. And then find another place for tanks. So I currently have these 3 installed and this one installed. Is there another one? I don't think I have a 5th one, 6th one installed. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 installed, it looks like right now. And I want to go to 5 or 6 is what I want to do. Although with the reactor, not as necessary. You can get by with fewer batteries. Don't like running the reactor 24/7 though. It uses a lot of fuel and that fuel is expensive, way more expensive than charging up your batteries. So that's something to consider. I think at this point what we'll do is, well, oh, it's been 55 minutes. So they've had some time to play. Let's see if we can find Emma. Okay, here's Emma. No longer seated. Sitting again. Emma is sitting on a chair. Awesome. Emma is sitting on a chair. Emma doesn't have a lot to do, it looks like. There aren't a whole lot of people here to talk with, as we have discussed, but at least Emma isn't dead this time, which is kind of what happened to me last time I let somebody go crazy on the station. Okay, so we have one more piece we need to put hopefully here or here, and we'll move this. Were there any other pieces to that are needed? I don't think there are. Kind of done worrying about it for now. What Mo Chad can do is move this cryo tank down here. And there's nothing wrong with the batteries as is right now. I don't have to move anything. I just was kind of trying to plan on how that's going to end up looking. Maybe I just put them on the opposite side here, and the walkway is back this way. Have them in here. I do have a floor in here, though. That probably would need to get moved eventually. That is holding nitrogen canisters so that we can swap them out quickly if we need to. Over here, we might go ahead and move that. Maybe put it right here where we won't ever use that space. Maybe right here. And it'll be accessible, but not not something that's in the way of other stuff. Okay, well, why don't we head out to the Millennium Conclusion. I'm going to go ahead and wrangle Emma, get her back on the ship, tell her her time of fun is over, although she's going to go to sleep next. She's well rested. That's not necessary. She's relaxed. She doesn't need to eat. So yeah, she's just going to need to come back to work. Okay, we'll bring Emma to right here. Over to Chad. He's going to turn the nav system back on. Along with all the other stuff that I completely forgot to turn back on. But as you can see, the atmosphere held pretty well because they weren't freezing or suffocating or anything like that. In retrospect, I should have been paying a little closer attention to that, but looks like we're okay. All right, we're going to go find our flip ship. We're on the right, look at that. We're on the right side of it and everything. That hasn't happened in a while, so I'm kind of pleased with that. Let's get out of here. Docking info. You know what? We're going to probably have to pay docking fees. Yeah. 36,000. That's going to include, yeah, that's the death pay that we're going to owe. It basically goes into escrow. If we let Emma go, it comes back. That money will get returned. Signing bonus is gone. Salary is gone, obviously, but we're paying Emma well. Okay. Docking info, request clearance to get out of here. We're green. And there it is. We have our target already acquired. We can just back straight away. We'll drift a little bit to the right. Move us in the right direction. And once we have a little bit more clearance, we will start to rotate. Okay. Dead Junker. That's its name. That's not a label explaining what it is. So that's something to keep in mind. Some of the names can be a little confusing. Let's go ahead and get lined up. So we are going to rotate to the right. Right about a little more than that. Right there. That's pretty darn good. And then I think we can zero out the lateral right there. Pretty close. I'll take that. That's a pretty good hit. We'll be there in 6 minutes. Yeah, that's outstanding. Going to jump over to Emma, and first I'm going to turn off their ability to leave. And then second, we're going to ask them to auto task. There may not be anything to do. There's always something to do though, right? Okay. Back to Chad. We will jump in to the nav station, and we're just going to fast forward until we're there. Pretty good here. Bearing is still 0.09, 0.08. We're getting better on the bearing. The lateral's a little growing just a little bit, but that's okay. And we're not going to bother slowing down till we're at 5 kilometers because we're lined up really, really well. It's not going to take long to dock. There it is. Start slowing down. Hail the ship. Initiate docking. And there it is, and lined up very well, and we are at 50 meters a second. So that's the wrong way. I always go the wrong way with those, and I guess that's fine. I bet everybody does to some extent. Okay, we'll take that. Get in a little closer. There it is. We are now docked with the Millennium Conclusion. Let's make sure everything is still normal over there. I would think, yeah, there's still no temperature or anything. Everything looks good there, though. So what we will do is put on our suits. I think I'm going to have them both put suits on. And the reason for that is well, no, I'm not going to do that. Started to say I was going to auto haul stuff. That's not really, that's not going to happen the way this is set up. I don't think I can actually do that. Got to do the pants first. There we go. Put the helmet on, put on one of the suits. There we go. Okay. Now we don't have any intention to move the ship, so I'm not going to engage the tow brace. That also means that I should be able to sit here for the next 6 or 7 years without a problem. Okay, maybe not that long, but you know what I'm talking about. I've run into some problems there. Would rather those not occur again. So I'm literally just going to pick things up and put them over here. Well, you got to pick them up first though, Chad. Let's pick it up. Yeah, I will have Emma help with this. I think I can manage the two of them doing this simultaneously. Does Emma have to? No, Emma's got everything on her. So we can just do this in place. Whoops. Just put her pants in her pocket, basically. There we go. She's got battery, she's got oxygen, she's got everything she needs. And we're just going to grab stuff and take it over there. So for Chad, he's now dragging a door. We'll put the doors and the hard fixtures over here, over to Emma. I'm going to go ahead and take this. Where is Emma going? No, Emma. I'm going to have you pick up the loose door. Come on now. Pick up and drag it up here. And wow. Oh, Emma is unable to leave the ship. So we're going to have to do that. I want to see if I don't have airlocks on, if she's able to go. Then Chad will set this door down right there and head back. Looks like Emma's not really struggling to move. Yeah, she's able to do that without the airlock. So I guess an airlock won't allow her to go out into open space. That's kind of what I'm guessing, and I'm okay with that. I think that makes some sense. That's Chad. This is Emma. That's where I want to be. Rotate, put it down. Oh, she's too close to the wall. I can't do that. There it is. Try that one more time. There we go. And we'll bring her back onto the ship. And then it's just a matter of swapping between the two a few times. And that's, you know, it's a little bit weird, but it'll get there. So we'll come here. We'll start taking some of the big pieces out there too. So Emma is going to take an intake. Oh, don't do that. Okay, he's doing that. There we go. Emma is going to take an intake. She's going to pick that up, and she's going to drag it over here. And Chad is going to drag this battery into the corner, and that's good enough. And we'll put it right there, and then he's going to go get the nav station. Emma coming back through the door now. We're going to put the intakes over here. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out a way to space these out so I know what's what. And then we'll have her come back. She'll get another one. Chad has the nav station. He's going to take it to the front of the ship. Emma will take this intake and put it here. So now that I'm in a rhythm, I'm kind of swapping between the two of them pretty easily. And that's good. I need to put a pump or two in here too. So we'll jump over to Chad. He's just about there. But we'll go ahead and put it in a corner. Actually, that's probably where it's going to go. And then I'm going to put the transponder there. Chad is going to go grab the transponder. And we're going to pick that up. And then Emma is going to put this down. That'll work. What else we got? A couple of pumps. That's a regular air pump. That'll work. Chad has picked up the transponder. We have an antenna, so that's good. I think we're going to go ahead. Honestly, I think we will install the transponder. And I'd been trying to decide which side I wanted to put it on, and it really doesn't matter. The one thought of putting it over here is it gives me a little extra space, but because this wall is longer, it's something else I could use maybe in here that's 3 long instead of 2. I'm not going to worry about it. This isn't a ship I'm keeping for myself. So we're going to hit this and say install right there. While he's installing that, Emma's back over here with a pump. Here she comes. Also, we don't have to unload every last thing over here right now. I just wanted to free up a little bit of space because I was just starting to feel a little cramped. All right, we're going to need to get some N2 tanks. And another thing I could do is just load these up on a cart, but you know, maybe it isn't the worst thing to kind of get used to how this is working right now. You know what I'm going to do in the meantime is he's going to move this subfloor while she's moving some things over here. That is... somebody is coming close. So let's see what we got going on there. Okay, well that's us drifting, I think, or it drifting, but I think it's us. So let's come out here. And we've done this before. We're drifting at a really good rate this time. I'm not liking that. We're 60 out, so we're moving away from the station and the asteroid. So we are going to briefly engage the towing brace. Where is Emma? Emma has one of those tanks. She's going to bring it up here. I think we can pass through there while he's working on the towing brace. Secure docked vessel. Why won't he do it? Looks like it's fine. Back over to Emma. Right there. Let's grab another one of those. He's almost done. And he's done. Okay. All right, we'll leave him alone for a minute. Back over here, jumping on. There we go. So we are currently targeting Ganymede, the asteroid. I want to, so I should be pointing tail towards it. I am. So I want to line the bearing up to 180. And we want to be as precise as we can be. I'll take that. And then we are going to slow down, which will lower this number, until it starts to go up again. And then we'll correct the lateral. Yeah, and those numbers will usually cross at the same spot. Is what tends to happen. So the lateral is this way. We'll slow that down. Because what this is telling us is his velocity away from it is this speed. his cross to where his bearing is right now is this speed. So those can be the same thing for a while. Just usually isn't the case. And so this is, and then as we get extremely close to it, it will change just a little bit. So now we're moving towards it at 0.35 meters per second. And I don't need this to be perfect. It maybe wouldn't be the worst idea to pull it to like 40 kilometers and then let it drift out gently again like it was before. I kind of want to get it away from this. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll give it 10 minutes at, a few meters a second. It won't be, a tremendous value. It would climb faster if I sped time back up. So we'll do that. And we'll do that for a few minutes, and hopefully I don't forget, which is exactly what is going to happen, but that's one of the risks. Okay, we're going to take this heater, and we're going to put it over on the other ship. In fact, that'll probably be one of the first things that gets installed. We'll go over here, and let's see what else Emma might be able to take. Well, we're going to need some oxygen. Never pick that up. Here's the thing, caps lock is in exactly the spot that my finger doesn't like to go to. So I'm kind of struggling with that. What else do we have that might go over there? I think all of this is now for us. Small battery, that's kind of, O2 alarm, that's a good one to get. And then jump over to Emma. She's bringing some tanks. You'll bring that one. We'll need a thermostat. That's an O2 alarm too, okay. Oh yeah, I could have loaded those up because he can carry those. I didn't think about that. So that'll go there. For her. This will go here. So O2 alarm. We need thermostat. I'll go ahead and have her pick this one up. It's another O2 alarm. I thought there would have been another thermostat sitting around. I know we put a few in this bag this crate over here. Rack. Put it in one of the racks over here. I think it was this one. And there's actually in one of these, there's going to be some too. I think, in fact, that's probably the way to go. They're probably over here. Is he coming? He's not. There we go. Okay, it's not that one. That's the bags. I do remember that about the moment that I click on it. Okay. Well, I know it's not that one down there. We didn't look at this, but I think it's empty. This one's empty. I don't think it was this one. All right, well, I'm mistaken. I don't know where those ended up. She's standing right next to this. It's not here, is it? Nope, that's floor. She's got the O2. Okay. That was not optimal, but okay. Let's bring him to here. Nope, this one. Inventory that one. Sorry. I think it's the middle bag. It's going to be the bottom bag. Yeah, always wrong. Okay. There we go. So N2 pressure, signal box, N2, O2, thermostat. There's a thermostat. We'll go with that. CO2, another thermostat. Good. Okay, we could take an N2 over there. I'm not going to put that in just now, but having it on the ship might add a couple of dollars of value, so that's okay. And then I think we will wrap this up for now, and we'll come back soon and start getting this stuff installed. I do maybe want to spend a minute to think about how that's going to look. I have a lot of things I want to shove in here, and I want to make sure I get it right and we don't have to do a redo like we did with the reactor back on the other ship. So I will spend a few minutes just kind of thinking it through, and then we will come back. But I do appreciate your time. And until next time, fair travels.